Welcome to Comfort Zone meets YOMP.
We're meeting.
We've met.
Mushing them together.
And that's it. Now we're done.
We've had a meet.
Off to dinner.
We've had some meat. Bridie was
meat.
really sad about that.
I watched in the corner.
Yeah.
The little meme with my party hat going, they don't know I'm vegan.
Welcome to YOMP and Comfort Zone. And it's a crossover episode of sorts, isn't it?
It is a bit, yeah.
It's like we didn't really want to do
This.
Yes.
You want
we
to
didn't
leave.
really want to do this. So they made us
Yeah, they kind of messaged and were like, you're going to have to do it.
do it.
In our
But
contracts.
God.
I forgot what I was going to say.
We're off to a really strong start.
We've put aside our differences and we've decided to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was a good idea, I think.
So we have our dreams podcast. We have your movie podcast, and we've smushed them together,
We have.
made them kiss, and we've watched a film with dreams in. That was
Well,
in the
well,
title.
She says.
Right, okay.
Well.
We've watched a film.
Here's the thing. I compiled a list because I was going to do a video on my YouTube channel, Soft Focused, about...
Why did you pause?
So people could Google it.
A little
Next
Google
week,
break.
Google. I made a list of films with dreams in because I was going to do a video about
Dreaming,
dream-based
right.
films. So I just whacked that list into the chat, and I was like, I put things in there that have dreams in the title, right? And I do these things because I'm stupid, and I'm like, well, I can't really remember if there was any dreaming involved in it, but I know that there's a computer that wants to fuck a lady. Again, which is a lot like another film that I've watched.
Actually, he just wants to make love to her.
Okay.
Okay.
Just wants
He wants her to touch him.
There was one which I watched it recently. It's a very scary film about a computer that wants to do it to a lady. He wants a baby.
What?
Oh.
Is it Demon Seed? I think. It's
A computer
yeah.
that wants a baby.
He wants a baby, and she has a baby, and he locks. There's this computer run house, much like in Electric Dreams, which is the film that we actually did watch.
Yeah.
And so he holds her hostage in a house, and he makes her have a baby.
Oh my God.
Jesus
I have the best
Christ.
taste in films, except now I've made everybody watch Electric Dreams.
Well, in your defense, you gave us a list.
Yeah.
We polled it, and this was this
yeah.
is really
Yeah.
the
It's
listeners'
Cat's fault.
fault.
We
Yeah.
put it to the Patreon, and yeah, they wanted Electric Dreams.
Yeah, and then Sophie's like, oh, actually, this isn't a movie about dreams. It's about a
Yeah.
computer who wants a girlfriend or something. I was like, oh, for God's sake.
Nobody thought to call me out on that, and nobody thought to Google it.
Oh, I've lost sound.
Sounds
it's
back.
Sound.
There was a dream in it.
There was.
There
And
was,
I
yeah.
do have the dream book to interpret the computer's dream.
That's very cute. So
Yeah, there was one. So, yeah.
yeah. So Brian and Kirsty have their podcast in which they interpret dreams according to this big book of dreams.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, we have a few books that we've sort of gathered over time, but this one is like the mainstay.
Yeah, this
We've
is
got
our
another one.
staple. The other one
A scary book.
is it just tells you horrible things.
Yeah.
That
So we've
sounds like
stopped
mine.
using it.
That sounds like my dream. And I love, because I've been a guest on Comfort Zone before, and I love it. And I started logging my dreams in this app, but then it got really annoying because it was using loads of AI to try and
Oh,
draw
no.
pictures from it. And I was like, for God's sake, I don't need you to draw a picture of a dream I've just had. I've seen it.
I've seen it.
I thought you
Yeah.
were going to say the phone fell in love with you and wanted to be in the dreams.
Did.
Wanted you to touch it.
Did. And I've had some very strange dreams. I keep going back there, and I keep thinking, oh, I really should ask Brian and Kirsty about what this means.
You'll have to come back on.
Yeah.
I want to keep turning. I'm just going to interrupt your actual. Hang on a minute. Can you just tell me this one, please?
That's all right. We get people on more than once. Rithian's been on like 5 times.
We can't get rid of him.
No.
In general,
You can come back anytime.
And our podcast is we randomly select movies off our lists.
Yeah.
We have lists that we want to show films to each other,
Yeah.
and then we
have very different tastes in movies.
It's kind of like almost polar opposite.
It is.
of taste in film.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps it interesting. Because if we like the same stuff and we've
Yeah.
seen the same films
Yeah.
all the time, it's like, well, we can talk about it. But also, I wouldn't get to show G Neil Breen films.
I was quite worried when you gave the list. I was thinking the fact that we hadn't like checked out the films before. I was like, oh no, what am I gonna see in this?
Yeah.
What's gonna
What have you signed up for?
This is a boof film.
This is because this is a boof list of films, right? And Alex has the same taste in film that I do, pretty much, and we have very strange taste in film. And but yeah, there is a few. Dreamscape is. We watched Dreamscape for YOMP.
It's really unfortunate because we'd watched Dreamscape I think a couple weeks before, and I was like, this would have been like perfect for this. But alas, we watched Electric Dream.
we did.
Yeah.
A movie about a computer
Cute.
that is sentient.
So had either of you seen Electric Dreams before?
No.
Yes,
No. Okay.
I have.
And you had to watch it again, or did you just remember it?
You had to watch.
I had to watch this twice. At least.
I'm so sorry.
I've had to watch this multiple times because there is some amazing visuals that I wanted to
There are some.
pick.
It sounds
from
like
that.
Kirsty didn't like it. I'm getting some
I
vibes.
can. Should I show you the message I got from Kirsty?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I
Yes.
watched this, Kirsty
Yeah, go on.
sent me a message saying, I was watching it for hours, and when I looked, it had been 45 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about that. Yeah, that does make sense because my mum, I watched it with my mum last night. I was in a hotel room. My mum came, she sat down, she got a gin and tonic,
Yeah.
sat there with her snacks, and she was just rustling around and she's going, I like this film, it's really good. He's a bit weird looking though, isn't he? She was just going on about how weird he looked all the time. I was like,
bless.
I couldn't get out of my head that he sounded like Ross.
yeah, well, that's what she said. She's like, it sounds like Ross Geller.
Yeah, it sounds like Ross from Friends. Like
I
it's
guess
all
it does, doesn't it?
yeah.
I couldn't get it out of my head that he's one of the robbers in Home Alone 3.
He's also in Red Dwarf
Is he?
and in Twin Peaks.
He's the one in Home Alone 3. You know the one that gets the lawnmower through his hair?
Yeah.
That's him.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
Yeah,
Is it?
I'm sure that's him.
That's insane.
That is
For
definitely
me-
one of them.
Like,
That is crazy.
there wasn't anything to do with the particular, like the guy or the voice, but the level of ADR in the film
Yes.
drove me mad.
Yes.
I was like, whether he's at an airport or in a shop, or his voice just sounds like he's talking into a microphone. Like he's not in any of the. And I was like, does the real actor have an awful voice? Have they like Darth Vadered him and recorded someone else's
Yeah.
voice over
Yeah.
the top? Like, why
did
is none
notice
of it
that.
recorded on location?
Yeah. Maybe it was just too loud wherever they were, and they couldn't pick up their
I-
voices, so they had to.
I understand
Yeah.
that in part, but also the fact that this film was produced by Richard Branson.
That's also crazy. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I almost did a backflip. I'm like, what?
It
It was
was
like
like-
Virgin at the beginning,
Yeah.
and I was
Oh
like,
my god, was it really?
Yeah.
This basically is a Virgin production to showcase music that was put out on Virgin Music.
right,
by Richard
right.
Branson.
Yeah.
And so it's like that's why there's so much music in it.
Right.
Because it's Richard
Yeah.
Branson was like, let's just promote some things because he's like, this guy keeps putting loads of music videos for us.
Oh,
And
yeah, there was a lot of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the director, Steve Barron, he directed some of the most iconic music videos ever.
Really?
So I wrote a list of the ones that stood out to me. So obviously the music video for Together in Electric Dreams, which is basically the director's cut of this film, and is just watch it because it's just clips from the film.
Which
And
is
it
odd
gives you pretty
because
much the whole story anyway.
Kirsty's like, I should have just done that.
Yeah.
when the movie is playing Together in Electric Dreams, it has a montage of clips not from the film. It's just random shit
Yeah,
happening. It's like an 80s montage of people like dancing
With their like
and-
leg warmers,
yeah,
and
like, sitting around a boombox in
leotards
the
and all of
park
that.
and stuff.
He also directed Billie Jean, the like classic floor lighting up
What?
one. He did Take on Me, a very classic music
Uh-huh.
video. Africa.
Oh my
Don't You Want Me? And then one of the best music videos of all
Don't You
time,
Want
Money for Nothing,
Oh,
wow.
which I think was like maybe one of the reasons. Actually, maybe that came out in 85. I can't remember. But it's like, yeah, I can sort of see once you know he was like a music video director, the film makes a lot more sense.
Well, I saw
because it's just 5 music videos stuck together.
Yeah, I saw Giorgio Moroder's name in there as
Yes.
well. So I was like, where does he play into
Well,
all this? Is he the?
wrote Electric Dreams.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So he did the soundtrack for the film.
Oh, he did the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He wrote that. So I'm just looking at all of the music videos that this guy's done. Yeah. Bloody brilliant. Yeah. Cool.
But no, I have to say, yeah, the film was all right. I didn't totally like it, but I think it's one of those that if I watched it with people, I would have had a laugh.
Yeah.
You know, but watching it on my own, I was like,
Had a cry.
and there were some incredible lines in the movie. One of my favorite ones was, "Your cello, what happened to it? It got eaten by an elevator." I was like, oh no.
It's yeah. And I watched this the first time on my own because it's free to watch on Tubi.
Tubi, yeah, I saw that.
I just watched it all on YouTube.
Yeah,
The
you
whole
can
thing's
just do
just
it
on
Really?
on there.
YouTube. Yeah.
And so so yeah, it's the story basically, as a condensed version,
Yes.
is man does not like computer.
No.
Friend tell man to get computer. Change his life. He's like, okay, I need to design a brick. Maybe computer help. He gets computer. It's like AI. He's like, have you ever heard of AI? And she's like, what, like a computer that talks? My mom has one. It's a clock.
It's an alarm.
Oh, the Casio.
Yeah. And so he get computer, right? And it starts learning, but then he spills a load of champagne on it.
Gets the computer drunk.
He gets the computer drunk. And then computer starts learning, and he's like, the guy's like, all right, well, I want you to write a song for this chick I like, yeah? And the computer's like, okay, I write song, and it's like, I want to see your tits.
Yes, it's literally like, what is the meaning of screw?
I don't want to tell you about that. I'm not telling you how to screw things. And I don't know, this computer's connected to the internet. I don't know why he's...
Somehow, yeah, it's got like some serious internet speed going on because the amount of things this computer manages to do.
Yeah, which was
Throughout the
not
movie.
possible in 84 by the
Yeah,
way.
literally.
There was a decent amount of like. So what he did was, you used to be able to phone up a number, put it on a thing, and then computers could talk to each other, like making the noises to each other,
Okay.
which is cute.
No.
Oh, she thinks it's cute.
He gets computer drunk. Computer
Yeah.
writes music anyway, and he's like, "All right, but you stop following me around. You're listening in, right?" And it starts developing a crush on the lady upstairs.
Yeah.
And it starts getting very possessive and telling he calls him Moles because Miles can't spell his own name.
Yeah, he spells his name wrong when he
Moles.
sets up the PC.
Oh,
Mole.
Moles.
Yeah, it's like, my name is not Moles, but
But
then
he doesn't go back to change it.
Yeah. So he's just Moles now.
And somehow the computer can understand barking like a dog and writing classical music, but it can't be like, wait,
Hang on a minute.
Miles.
I'll change your name in the database. No.
There is a point, you say barking like a dog, where the girl from upstairs comes down and like they're having a chat. And it pans to the computer just growling like a dog in the background because he's chatting to the girl.
He's angry. He wants the computer
He wants
want
the lady.
It just like so little of it made any sense whatsoever. Like there was one bit, and I don't know why I snagged on this so much, but there was one bit where there are 3 times when they mention the day Wednesday. The first time, it's because they're saying, she literally says, I rehearse every night apart from Wednesday, then I'm going out with friends. Then the next day, she says, oh, rehearsal was cancelled on Wednesday. We can go out now. So they go out on Wednesday.
Right.
Then on Wednesday, she's like, I've got to leave. I'll be late for rehearsal. And I'm like, what is happening on Wednesday? Sort your Wednesday out.
Wednesdays are, they've always been. Wednesday's a difficult day.
It's super inconsistent. I will agree with that.
Yeah.
They're just saying and doing whatever they want. I love the scene at the airport at the beginning, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh my
when
God.
she's like trying to learn a language and he's like, yeah, I work in San Francisco. And she's like,
she's saying things like, hello, how are you? She's looking him in the face. If you listen to anything on tape, you're paying attention. I mean, I do stare off into space a lot.
yeah, but you don't look someone dead in the eyes.
Hello, where is the post office?
Où est la bibliothèque?
Donde está?
It was such a like weird scene because she was looking at him and he's like, and she goes, what? And she takes off her, and then he's like, oh. Because he's like an awkward guy as well, right?
Yeah.
And he's looking around and everyone's got a computer of some description and there's one person doing like calculations and the computer saying, you're fat.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing. Like they're just putting numbers into this little like numpad and it's like, you're still fat. It's like, okay.
Thank you, computer.
And then the kid runs past with his little toy car and it's just like, oh my God.
That's what my Amazon Echo dot keeps telling me.
Oh.
I think it hates me. Like it just bullies me now.
No.
I'll tell you something great though. You can change your things. You can change like the language that they speak and the accent. I changed it to a British Indian accent, and I slowed it right down because you can slow the speech down so that it's like you can understand it.
Right.
And he just sounds like the most chilled out dude. And I like asking him things because he goes, you have one new notification. I'm like, cool, what is it? And then all of a sudden this American guy chimes in going, your shipment is due to arrive. I'm like, no, bring the other guy back. I like him. I like that one.
Well, that's essentially what this movie. Well, I mean,
that was my first note. Basically, predicted Alexa.
yeah.
And Duolingo.
And it's like they've got the hue.
And Duolingo.
Yeah, it's got the hue light bulbs that
Yeah.
can turn up and down.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
He basically is like ChatGPT. Write my upstairs neighbor a love song so I can ask her out.
That was
please.
my other note. ChatGPT love song.
And I bet if you asked ChatGPT to write you a love song, it'd say, I just want to see
I
your
want to
tits.
see your tits.
I want to see your tits.
Because there was one bit that felt really relevant to today's
There was a
problems.
lot that felt relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna say the
A man
scene?
asking a woman to take her headphones off when she's minding her own business.
And does he say, you should smile more?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking of the scene where they were in the car together, and he was talking about, I can't remember what he said, and he was talking about how computers can do this and that, and she's like, what's wrong with an artist?
Yes. That was
Yeah.
I wrote that down because I was like, that is when he's saying like, oh, we can computers can make songs and art, and it's like, what is wrong with just the artist doing?
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is insanely
It's
relevant.
ahead of its
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But then you see the art that this computer makes, and you think, yeah, I'm never going to draw again because this shit computer called Edgar from 1985, he can do it all. He can draw jigsaw, he can spin it around, he can mimic it.
Can design a brick.
He can design a brick.
But speaking of designing a brick, I feel like the setup of the movie was like, oh, geez, I'm always late to work. Oh, I've got so much work to do. And then he never goes back
Doesn't
to
go
work
back.
again.
Yeah,
do it.
that's what I picked up on. It's just he's
Oh, no,
constantly
he's-
going out for dinner with this girl.
Yeah.
And it's just like, are you free? Are you free? By the way, I asked my PC to write you a love song. Are you free? I'm not going to work. Fuck that. He goes to work once.
He's only an apprentice as well, so he really should be going to work. And his boss doesn't know his name, and his mate's like, how's your brick coming along? And he's like, what brick? He just fucked it off. He's just like, I've been drawing pictures of a girl instead.
Yeah.
I've been turning up to a concert and my computer keeps beeping in my pocket and I have to flush it down the toilet.
Oh, the scene at the concert, and it's like beeping and making all that noise, and then the old lady next to him is like, whoa,
I never.
whoa, well, I never. I'm
I
like,
can't put. Is that you arpeggiating? Well, I never.
I couldn't.
It went on for so
It
much
did.
longer than necessary.
Everything did. What? This
Everything.
film went on for so much longer than necessary. So they're in in this lady Madeline, she's just moved to San Francisco. She's got a cello that she's had since she was 12. We've mentioned the name of the film like once at the beginning.
It's Electric Dreams.
Yeah.
1984, not the
1984, yeah.
Philip K. Dick thing, which I think is something.
Do sheep.
Electric.
Do sheep. Do sheep. Do sheep.
Yeah, but do they?
Dream of electric androids.
Do sheep. Do electric. Do. No, actually, what is it?
Do androids dream of electric?
Ah!
Do sheep.
I've read this book as well, by the way.
But do sheep.
Do sheep.
Do sheep.
But that is the book for Blade Runner, which we also have talked about.
But at one point the computer did, because when it has its little dream sequence, it has a little electric sheep, and I was like, oh.
They tell it to go to. He tells the computer to go to sleep or something, and he's like, "What the fuck is to sleep then?" It's like, shut off then.
I did really like that dream sequence, by
That
the
was
way,
nice.
with the animation and everything. That was like
It was a
really
lot of
cool.
really good animation.
I did like the visuals.
Yeah,
Because it felt that bit, it's like the film was constantly just let me be a music video.
Yeah.
Like, we clearly didn't bother recording any dialogue when we filmed it, because he's just used to doing music videos, so why would he? And that bit felt like he was finally like, yay, I can do what I do, and he just got to have like a mini music video in the middle of it.
as soon as you mentioned that he's done music videos, because I noticed a lot of montage music-esque things going on. I'm like, okay, is this a
Yeah.
musical? Like, have I missed something?
So Madeline plays this cello that she's had since she was 12, which is why she was so sad when the elevator ate it.
Yeah.
She's just moved to San Francisco, and she's like really fucking good at playing cello.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Anyway, she likes it because when you play the cello, you just gotta like straddle it, right?
Yeah. So
I think that's-
giving
Yeah.
it a big hug.
Those cello players are a bunch of straddlers.
So when she was 12, she had a cello that she still uses now as an adult.
yeah.
So you do actually have different size
Yeah.
cellos.
Yeah.
He was a big
So maybe
child.
you-
Big 12-year-old.
like, do you think she could get like she'd have to sit on the top of it?
She played the double bass when she was little.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that you mention it,
And
they're pretty big.
Yeah,
So
they're
how is
big.
she?
Because I had to, when I learned violin,
Yeah.
I had to have a quarter-sized violin because I was so small. It was like a tiny violin.
And that was just last week.
Yeah.
She's still very small.
And there's this guy, right, in her rehearsals.
Yeah.
And he does not look like the kind of guy to listen to music, let alone play classical music. Because he's got a quiff, he's got a fast car. And
What's a quiff?
Hair.
Quiff.
He's
Yeah,
got
and
hair.
it's like, whoo, like a cow
Oh.
lick. Like, whoo.
And
Okay.
and he leans in and he does the thing where he leans into her and like he's like about to kiss her neck and he goes, "What are you doing, lady?"
I did not understand. Like, one of the biggest notes that got 3 question mark was, who is Bill?
Right?
Because
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
was-
are they dating? Are they friends? Does she even know him? He just sounds like she'd be making out with the main guy,
Yeah.
and then she'd just be like getting out the car with Bill, and they went to the event together, and he's kissing her neck, and
and
I'm just
he's
like,
like,
who is Bill?
Get in the car with me. I'll drive you where you need to go. It's like, what do you want?
I think there was supposed to be some kind of like rivalry between Bill, Miles, and the computer, but then they
Oh
just decided
my
to.
God.
I think they just decided to fill it all up with.
Can
Culture
you
Club.
imagine? Can you imagine if Bill turned up at the end, like, you know, the penultimate fight for the girl, and then they're all fighting over her
I like
between the computer?
He just kind of gave up. He started off being really creepy, and then he just never showed up again. He was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. His storyline went nowhere. Also, did you guys? Maybe you didn't, but did you end up feeling bad for the computer in the end? Because I felt bad.
I feel really bad for the computer because he decided to kill himself.
by downloading electricity.
Yeah, he sent 40,000 volts.
From Japan, all the way to Japan and back.
Yeah, he sent it around the world.
Don't pick up the phone.
Just don't pick it up, okay? Because you will die. Because apparently you can send electricity to the phone line.
Yeah. Don't pick it up on the first
I was
ring.
never allowed to use the phone in a thunderstorm because my parents told me that I would get electrocuted.
Yeah.
This is serious. Like, this is a serious problem that apparently people had. You were not allowed to use the phone in a thunderstorm. And this was cemented to me when lightning struck an electricity box in my garden, just across like my garden. and my sister came running inside going, there's a needle in Mary's garden. And it's like the most terrifying sentence that you can hear a
Those
4-year-old
things,
say.
is it like a little conduit that like
It
the
was-
lightning
yeah.
is supposed to strike?
No.
Oh.
She called the lightning a needle. Anyway,
my God.
so, and I was watching Aladdin at this time. And Aladdin went off. And I was really sad.
Oh, okay.
We should have watched Aladdin.
We should have watched the last.
In a way, I did feel a little bit sorry for the computer, but I then read
Oh.
that the voice for the computer was a guy called Bud Court. And to give him like the emotions behind the computer, the director wouldn't let him talk to the other actors. He made him record his lines in a box.
He was in a box.
Yeah, and
on
he
set.
wasn't allowed to like.
I feel even worse now.
So he never even got to meet like
The other people.
woman who he was pretending to be in love with, and all of this stuff. But he did get to sign something for Boy George when he visited set.
Oh,
Really kind.
That's the only person you're allowed to see on production.
Boy George.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
maybe I'm a psychopath, but I did not feel bad for the computer.
I felt bad for the
Really?
I
computer
didn't.
having to live with Miles because he was awful.
Yeah, I mean, they were both pretty awful.
Oh,
But at
my
the end,
God.
when Miles walks into the apartment with like an axe in hand, I was like, here we go. Finally.
He was such a flannel. Like he kept on being like, "I'm gonna unplug you." Oh, never mind. And then I was just like, and then he turns up with the axe, and then he's like, "I've started to feel sorry for you." And I'm like, "You have an axe in your hand. You don't feel like your plan was destruction. What are you on about?"
He has no plan because when Madeline turns up at his apartment, he's trying to hide this computer with a towel.
Yeah, there's literally a towel over it. He's leaning against it, and she's like, "What's that?"
This-
And he's covering himself with a tiny little flannel or whatever
yeah.
to hide his dignity.
Dignity. Yeah.
Dignity.
That was another thing, though. She just walked in.
Yeah,
She was getting really irritating.
This
by the way.
is some really
No
bad
boundary.
security because Miles couldn't get into his own apartment, but she
Yeah.
could just walk straight in.
Yeah.
And
I
the
never
dog
thought
got
to
in.
use
I
the
feel
back
like-
door.
The dog came in.
The dog came in. I think an old man came in. And then,
Yeah,
the
he
dog
built
did
came in.
it.
the computer was having a party, and the neighbors came to tell him to stop. And but it just opened the door for him.
Yeah.
Oh, but moles couldn't get in.
Moles
Moles
can't get in.
No.
He had to say, like, tell him something to do with Star Trek. He was like, Lieutenant Sulu.
Yeah.
And he was
And
like,
when he-
okay.
When he tried to get out and somehow it gave him a hot knob and he couldn't escape.
Yeah.
How? How was it?
knob.
How was the computer
Sorry, I'm-
accessing his doorknob? Like,
I'm
it
going to be
makes
late
no
to work
sense.
because my computer gave me a hot knob. Which actually happens a lot these days.
Well, not in the UK.
I would love to tell you about Bud Court, the man that did the voice of Edgar.
Yes, please.
Love to hear it.
He had 3 great-grandfathers, all of whom were fishermen and lost at sea.
Wait, how do you
fourth
have
one
3 great
hit.
grandfathers?
I don't know. But in 1979, he was nearly killed in a car accident where he suffered a fractured skull, severe facial lacerations, the loss of several teeth, and a broken arm and leg. He survived, but due to the medical necessities of his accident, he endured years of plastic surgery and physical therapy, lost the court case for the accident, and saw his blooming career slip away from him. Then they were going to put him in a box. Oh my! I'm just reading.
Yeah, you could be in the film, but we want you on set in a box, and you're not allowed to meet anyone face to face.
You're scaring the other
No.
actors.
Your face is horrific.
It's like you've only got what is it? The voice for a computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. For 8 months, he was a member of a psychedelic 1960s spiritual group, The Source, and worked at a health food store. He proposed twice to actress Patty Darbanville.
He was what?
He
Twice?
kept- he
Married?
kept, he kept proposing to people.
This guy sounds unhinged.
As a child, Bud visited his great grandmother every summer in Gloucester, Massachusetts. Why put this in the IMDb page? In the 1980s, he owned a Boston Terrier named Lillian.
Oh.
Well, great. Thanks, Bud Court. Trademarks, soft-spoken voice, and chameleon-like ability to inhabit his characters in a completely brilliant and inimitable way.
Do you think he wrote the page?
He wrote this
Lived
page.
as a computer for 4
100%.
years.
He wrote this. He's 5'9".
Oh, okay.
I like the way that I'm just reading this, like it's interesting to anyone, because it fucking isn't.
Well, so what did
just
you
like-
guys think of the plot then? Like, did you read the synopsis beforehand?
You're going to say, did you read the book?
No. Did you read the synopsis beforehand?
Did you read the assignment?
I did read the synopsis, and okay, this is right. I'm a bad person. I'll preface this with this. I am bad because when I watch a film, I am an IMDb parental guide person.
What?
Yeah.
Because I get scared easily. So I was like, I'm just going to check that there's nothing bad.
Well,
And
we made you watch a pretty scary one
Yeah.
at one time.
I just like to be prepared for which in all intents and purposes makes it worse for myself because then I'm expecting it. So I did the search and it said that Edgar downloads electricity and blows himself up. The problem is, when I started watching the film, I forgot which character it had said, and I spent the entire film expecting Miles to get exploded at the end. And I was saying to Alex, I was like, oh, I don't know whether to watch. This must be the scene where he just all the budget is just going to go into him exploding himself.
Oh my God.
Because I thought the computer turned on him and was just like, I will blow you up, Miles.
That's what I thought was
going
going to
to
happen.
happy and light, and just sitting there expecting that dark turn
For
to happen.
90 minutes, I was just like, any second now, he's just going to...
It's just going to
I like the way you think that, like, you sat there for 90 minutes expecting it any moment, like it do at the beginning. Miles
No
dies
warning.
at the beginning of the film.
And the rest is just a flashback.
Yeah, it's all
the
just-
build up.
It's all just a bit.
That would have been interesting if his like whole life had been uploaded to this computer or something.
Do you know people are doing that? Like,
What?
people are like, I could upload my personality because I was watching daytime TV this morning.
First
Okay.
mistake.
First mistake. I was watching ITV. Second mistake. And I was watching this morning. Yeah.
Ah.
Third mistake. And they were talking to a man who.
Fourth mistake.
They were talking to a man.
Full stop.
His mother had died, and he's created an AI version of her that he can phone up anytime.
Oh.
And if that isn't the saddest use of AI, and there was a psychologist there saying, "You need to move on."
Yeah.
Like,
I
and
don't like
he
that.
put her on the phone, and he said, "How are you?
No.
Hey, how are you feeling, Mom?" She's like, "Well, not so great, you know." And it's like, well, just because. And he said you have to put in when they died, so they don't know anything about like now.
Oh, it's like that one Black Mirror episode, but it was like a mannequin.
Yeah.
Or like a life-size mannequin instead. That's awful,
And
though.
yeah, and it's like he was phoning and he had his picture of his mom, and she was talking. So, like, he said, "I'm nervous about being on TV," but he advised him, "Well, just be yourself and calm down." It's
Oh,
like,
no.
Okay, so he's got her voice,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But you know how bad ChatGPT and like these AI things are at telling you anything because they're just shit.
Yeah.
It's like, here's some generic advice. Here's what you can do.
Yeah, it's not very helpful. Oh, that's not a good coping mechanism.
No, it's not at all.
Because she was, the psychologist was like, you know, this is part of grieving. We look at photos and videos, but they're of the past. And you're creating present day.
Yeah.
This just reminds
memory.
me of, because I also saw like a thing from this morning, and it was a guy who had it was like a sex doll,
Yeah.
but he treated her like a wife type of thing.
There's a film for you to watch. Have you ever seen Lars and the Real Girl?
What? There's a
No.
film for you to watch, she
love
says.
that film. It's one of my favorite films, Lars and the Real Girl. It stars
Lars
Ryan
and the Real-
Gosling, and he buys
Oh,
a sex
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
This feels like Biff would love this, but she doesn't
I-
like Ryan Gosling
I
very
fucking
much.
hate him.
Oh.
No, he just looks like my ex.
I love that film.
Well,
But the last person I recommended it to said, it got a bit sad, so I just fast forwarded about like half an hour. And I was just like, what? You didn't watch the film then, did you?
Tell you what, here's a good film. There's a film called Making Mr. Right, and it's got John Malkovich in it. And John Malkovich is an android, and he is in the image of the scientist that's made him. This android starts going out and being like a bloke, but he's naive, and he's very sensitive and nice, and he's kind, and he's using his credit card to buy loads of stuff for this lady that he falls in love with
Oh,
again.
yeah.
And but he's really supposed to be going to the moon, but he don't want to go to the moon because he's fallen in love with this lady, and then he fucks the lady's sister or cousin or something. And she's like, I love him. He's got a big penis.
A tale as old as time.
Anyway, Making Mr. Right.
True love.
Making Mr. Right is such an amazing film.
Is this the film that you put on?
No, it's going on the list now.
Oh, okay.
1987. Oh,
Going
it's
on the
so
list.
it's so good. Like, it's got that lady in it. What's her name? Anne Magnuson. And it's got some other people in it, I guess. I don't really remember.
You're really selling it.
Frankie Stone is hired to market Ulysses. Frankie Stone is the lady.
Ah.
And she's supposed to be like, this robot is fucking great. He's going to the moon. But then the robot possesses all the qualities any woman would want in a man. And then they fall in love with each other.
The robot possesses the
penis.
The penis.
Did you hear the plosive on that?
right. Okay.
All qualities women want in a man, and then they look at the list and they're like, penis.
Penis.
Yep, okay, let's.
It's really good. And he falls into a swimming pool and she gets fired.
I thought you were going to say she gets electrocuted.
No. Well,
Really wants to
like a
be
toaster
electrocuted,
bath.
don't you?
Like,
Yeah. Brian, he's like, where's my electrocution?
when does she blow up?
when does she blow up? It's a valid question. So now I'm gonna make a list of all the sex doll films.
No.
That's the real
Don't
ghost.
say yes. You don't know.
I mean, I've
It's
got
genuinely a really good film.
Cherry 3000. Is it Cherry 3000 or Cherry 2000? I forget. He has a sex doll that he breaks because she gets wet. And but she's a very rare sex doll, so he has to go and find a new sex doll. But it's post-apocalyptic, so they don't exist.
Not many about.
Here's another film about a sex doll. You know that I like a lot of perverted films. This isn't even a very perverted film.
I'm just thinking of that one scene from Breaking Bad with Jesse who's crying and he's like, you can't keep getting away with this. That's how I feel right now.
Cherry 3000, Cherry 2000, Cherry 2000. And
Wait, so you guys hadn't read the synopsis and you just like went into it and were like, okay, what's this film all about then, right?
Well, I read the synopsis and
Oh, yeah. So
spoiled myself on IMDb.
right.
I
In
read
the wrong way.
synopsis as well.
Okay. I read it and I was like, oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, seems interesting. But yeah, there was just a lot of like that trip to Alcatraz. What the hell was that all about?
Another
Yeah.
montage, the Alcatraz montage.
And they run away from the tour group just to then be with the tour group all the time. And I'm like, what are you achieving
I
by
love
this?
that.
They're running like 10 feet ahead of the tour group, like tee.
they keep locking themselves in the cells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably about it.
When I was watching, because I watched this with Alex last night, and when the tour guide person closes the cell, Alex just turned to me and he was like, "Is that it? Are they just stuck in there now?" I was like, "No,
thought the
sadly
same
they got
thing.
out."
End of the movie.
But actually, Alcatraz is a really fun place because they've got a fair, balloons. He won a penguin. Well, she won a penguin for him.
Yeah.
Well, no, that
There's
was
fireworks.
I'm believing you now because I'm
No. That's what they did on Alcatraz because it got later.
Was it on a Wednesday?
That was
I
actually on
remember
Alcatraz.
It was
her
on the
saying-
Wednesday.
That was on a Wednesday.
And that's when she was like,
Of course it
I've
was
got to
on
go.
Wednesday.
I'll be late for," because his thing beeps and he's like, "You'll be late for rehearsal." And I'm like, it was literally cancelled.
Yeah, she says they cancelled it and then they have a snog. And so they have this date while Edgar, the computer, is busy writing his love song for him. And he's like, give it to her. And it's like what people do today. They rely on ChatGPT to make them stuff and then they hand it off as their own.
Yeah, because he was like so annoying about the whole. She was like, "Oh, what was that music we played together?" Because at one point she plays the cello and the computer listens downstairs and they do this nice duet together with her playing music and the computer going beep 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 beep. And then like she's like, "Oh, I love that we played music together," and he's just so like, "What? Huh? I've never heard of music." I'm just like,
I don't know what music is.
It really annoyed me too because he's constantly like, I'm not a musician. I didn't play any music. I don't know what it was. It must have been the blender, the radio, the TV. And she's just
blender.
completely ignoring him. Just constantly like, oh, but
Yeah,
you
but
are
then
a
he's
musician.
also making music. So she's like, well, where is
Yeah.
it coming from?
Yeah.
If it's not from you.
And then at one point she's like, "I never had a boy write music for me before." And I'm like, "You've still not, honey. You still haven't."
She was getting wet.
he might have to go because you don't get your sex bot wet.
No, you don't.
Don't do it.
Every time there was music, talk of music, anything, she was like, like really into. I'm like, chill. Do you have any other interest?
No, she's like me. Anyone that starts talking about my taste in music, and I'm like, I will marry you.
I get it. You're enthusiastic about
I
something.
am very enthusiastic, but when there's this AI music thing called Suno, right? I have a friend who he came around. We're going to do an album night, me and some friends in Blackpool. We've all got the same sort of taste in music. Anyway, this guy, he writes for Acid House, and he's got loads of really cool gear. It's great. And he's like, there's this AI thing. You know, you just tell it what you want, and it gives you something. And I'm like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Did the whole mood just like...
Donnie, don't do it. And I'm just like, And then another one of my friends, he's written this album. It's an amazing album. He gets somebody to do the artwork for him. Brilliant artist, brilliant. He teaches graphic design and art at university. He shows him this presentation. It's all AI.
Oh.
And he says, I can't have it. I cannot have it. If somebody looks at that album cover, sees that it's AI, they're going to think that the whole thing is AI.
Thing is AI. Yeah.
And it was like, this guy got told off by the label. It was like, this is fucking shite.
Yeah.
Mate, this is shit.
Well,
so AI just makes absolute.
Well, it's the whole film, you know, it's just like, okay, it can like run your house, it can make music, it can do like, yeah, of course it has a place for certain things like architecture and like whatever else, but I don't know, like I was at certain points it was like turning ominous. I don't know, like if you guys,
It was.
Yeah.
like at certain points I thought something really, I mean, Brian, he was expecting him to get blown up. But, you know, it's like, oh, but I'm really sad.
The point, right, where Moles is shaving.
Moles.
Moles.
Yeah.
Moles. He's
Yeah.
shaving, and he has, like, so all of the appliances in his house come with a little plug that you put in, then you put the appliances plug in the plug, and that way the PC can control it.
Yeah.
And he has it in every appliance, including his shaver. And he's shaving, and the PC gets pissed off and just sends the razor into overdrive, and he's like, "Ugh!" And it's like, that could have taken a turn.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, it's fine.
Yeah.
At that point, it's like, you get out of this room, you're not allowed in this particular room, not my whole house because you just tried to kill me. No, just stay out of the bathroom
Yeah.
where I shave.
He
Yeah,
realized that he values using this computer more than his own life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also, did he start running a shower, or did the computer run the shower for him?
Yeah, I was so confused by that because I was like, at no point did we see him turn on the taps, but all of a sudden he's like, oh, my bath's overrun. And I'm like, what? Is it just that? Because I couldn't tell if it's just that the director forgot to show any sort of establishing shots whatsoever, or whether
At the
it was
beginning, he
computer.
set up the computer with the outlets, right? When he was
Yeah.
setting
Yeah.
up his, let's say, smart home.
With his little Wi-Fi. It's like when you have a Hue bridge,
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or like a smart home with
like the Alexa bollock
all that crap.
plug-in.
So I maybe, but like, how would the bathtub have?
Yeah.
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 It's not very well thought out, and
No.
I just don't understand why he's so ashamed of having a computer in his house.
Yeah.
Why was he hiding it so much? Like to the point where he got basically naked
Yeah.
to just be like, oh, don't look at my
And
computer.
this was before the computer started being
This was just a
sentient
normal
or whatever.
computer.
It was just
Yeah.
a normal computer, and she walks in, and he's like completely naked except for a flannel over his
It's like-
dick. And he's like, no, I don't. This is nothing. Haha! Like standing in front of it, it's like it's just a computer.
No matter what he did, she was just like, oh, he's the perfect man.
Well, he does say later on in the film, he's like, "Why do you like me?" Because
Yeah,
he's
good
expecting,
question.
he's expecting her to say, "I love you," the music you write. But
Yeah.
I like the way you look. I like the way you make me feel. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So it's not about the music that Ed
I did actually find that sweet. And like, I was like there was a moment where she says, she was calling him and she was trying to tell him about the cello being eaten by the elevator and how it broke. And then he was like, "Oh, it doesn't matter. It
Just a
doesn't."
piece of wood.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
can't say
don't do
that."
But it's inside of you.
Yeah. But then he started going all. I'm like, "Oh,
backtracked.
so he's not."
If I had something that I've had since I was 12 and I used nearly every day,
Yeah.
Right?
And then
And I
somebody
loved
says
it.
it doesn't matter.
and it breaks and I'm fucking heartbroken, right?
Yeah.
And I can't fix it. And everybody else in the lift that is standing there looking gormless. because
Yeah.
like, they were like, come on, get in, you got room. And then there's this guy standing next to her going, pulling faces. Like,
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, scooch in," because the way that her cello broke was it was like a lift, industrial lift full of the orchestra, and they're like, "Oh no, you can squeeze in," and then it just like flopped down, elevator slammed into it, and everyone's just looking at it.
It made me laugh as well. That was the one scene where the cello wasn't in the hard case.
Yes.
yeah, because
It was literally in a hard case. The entire movie, the establishing shot of the cello when she's moving into the flat is in the hard case.
yes.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'll take it and I won't even make you pay for it. There's a guy insisting, I'll take it upstairs for you. And she's like, no.
Oh.
And then she sits there fingering it.
Oh.
And then she's going, this is how I talk.
Oh, my favorite part in the beginning was when they're moving the stuff in and he's got the fishbowl and he's like, "Oh, if you were a fish, where would you want to be?" And he's like, "I don't know. I don't know." And he's like, what? And he's like really
She's
confused.
like, put it somewhere with a view.
With a view or something.
And he's like, right, here's the thing, don't put fish somewhere with a view because the sunlight can make a lot of algae bloom. It's very unhealthy for the fishy. So
Fish
don't-
tank fake facts with Booth.
what you want to do is make it in a sheltered place.
Cool.
It's not too hot, not too cold, and
Yeah.
also, you can't tell your removal man
Yeah.
like a fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't do that. They're not paid to think like a fish.
They're not paid to think; they're paid to move my fridge.
I have a question about the lift because I thought that someone had just closed it because it's a big industrial one. Alex thought that the computer hacked the lift and did it on purpose.
It did
No.
feel very sudden, but I don't think that's what happened. But it was the way that it was shot. The lift kind of really quickly slammed shut.
Yeah.
But yeah. And
Onto
then
a cello
she
that very
carried it.
clearly wasn't in there because
Well, no,
it was
he-
just a big floppy bag.
Yeah. No, he loves her. The computer loves her. He would never want
You would
to,
never.
you know.
my floppy bag.
My floppy
She's carrying it
cello.
like around, like slowly, like a dead body, like mourning it as well for the next like 3 scenes. Like my cello.
So she's really sad about her cello, so she tries to phone Miles,
Oh my
but she
God.
hasn't got a quarter to put in the payphone to hold because Edgar is on the phone to Miles and Edgar's like, but I'm lonely. And he's like, well, you've got your soaps. Just put the telly on, you fucking, like, oh my God, can you do something around the house? Can you clean?
Yeah.
And it's like he's talking to a woman.
yeah. And well, his
Women, eh?
his colleague was like, women, because he's like, "Oh, you've got your daytime TV. Or
Yeah.
go clean the house or something."
To be fair, he has a point because when I'm bored and lonely, I think, you know what? I've got my soaps. I can clean up.
Yeah.
I can sit there and think about
Classic women.
flowers.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
I can.
Well,
Yeah, it doesn't
run out of
take
things to
much.
do.
speaking of cleaning and women, another note that I made was, why does Miles have a cleaning lady? He has
Yeah.
one room and no furniture.
No, he has he has 2.5 rooms. He has a bathroom. He has a space where the computer.
Computer
is.
space.
He's got really flimsy doors for his bedroom.
Yeah.
No
No,
bed frame.
No bed frame.
Yeah.
But he does have a tiny little telly next to him so that Edgar can pop up on that. And go,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miles.
So we can watch him
I
sleep.
assume he has a kitchen because you see him use a blender.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's probably.
I think the
like,
kitchen's part of the front room, right?
yeah.
It feels like a.
Did you like when Edgar said, where did you, because he said, what's the meaning of the word screw? And he said, where did you hear that word? And he's like, when the cleaning lady and the plumber were around.
Yes.
So everyone's like, hey, do you want to go to Miles's house and fuck?
Yeah.
He doesn't have any furniture. We can.
He
use
doesn't have any
more, I guess.
furniture.
I have a question. So, what did you think of the second song? The actual, like, after he tried. What did you think of that song?
To know.
Yeah.
Oh.
What did you think of that?
I mean, it was very 80s. It was very music video again.
Yeah.
The whole montage. But
like-
it was.
I liked Miles standing there looking sad, listening to it, and then
Yeah.
she comes and
Oh, and then of course she just barges in. Like,
Does
he's like, I can't give it to her. And she's like, give me one.
You can give it to me.
give it to me now. Give it to me.
Give it to me like a cleaning lady and a plumber.
Give it to me like that elevator with the cello.
I want you to smash me like a cello in a lift.
I want you to be the elevator that eats my cello. Eat my cello moles.
Oh my God.
I like that song. I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah, there was Heaven 17. Fucking love Heaven 17. I mean, I know all the tracks anyway. My mum was recognizing all the music because
Oh, that's nice.
obviously we listen to the same music because we're kind of like that. And she was like, I love this film. But I like him. He's a handsome man, but I don't like his eyes. And he's
His eyes are very like piercing blue,
Yeah.
that's
right?
the one thing I remember. But even every time I see that man, I'm like, he's on Red Dwarf.
Oh.
He's in one episode of Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
He's in Twin Peaks.
Sometimes when you wait, who is he in Twin Peaks?
He was in the second series.
Ugh. Oh, what, the return?
The Return. And he was the agoraphobic man.
Oh,
With the orchids.
oh! Have you
Harold
guys seen
Smith.
Twin Peaks?
no.
No.
Oh,
Oh, cracking stuff.
yeah.
All I know is wrapped in plastic.
There's a fish in the percolator. You need to watch it. Brian will love it. Like,
Yeah.
I think Brian will definitely she'll vibe with it. So yeah, but he's not a good actor. He's got no. And also, when Edgar wrote this song for him, and there's obviously a lovely "You don't have to touch it to know," right?
Yeah.
Miles isn't singing that. Miles can't sing at all. You've heard him sing. He goes la la la
Miles can't do a lot of things.
Yeah.
la 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 la. He's like doing that, and he's completely off key.
Oh, yeah. There's another part where it's like for re si do me re, whatever the
Yeah, he
hell.
can't hit in a single bloody note.
No.
So who the? He's like, yeah, I hired a guy to sing a song for you. I'm never going to be able to sing this to your face.
Yeah, there was just the
Yeah.
consistent motif of the music thing that just was like shoehorned in there, and I don't. Is it because of that guy? The guy who directed all those
Yeah.
great. Like,
Probably.
I just
Yeah.
didn't really get it, you know?
There was another thing, like at the very end, when she comes in on her own and finally finds the PC and touches it.
Oh, yeah.
She goes to his workbench, to Miles's workbench, and finds these drawings, these really good drawings that he's done of her. And she's just like, ah, and then just carries on. And the whole movie, she's been like, I love it when people write songs for me. I love it. And then it just bothered me so much. She's like, you've been using this PC to make all this stuff, but you've been doing this amazing art. And if you just showed her that, then she'd be like, damn, that's so nice.
It's the fact that he draws these stunningly accurate, beautiful portraits.
Oh,
and then he goes on a computer and he's
yeah.
like, I draw a jigsaw puzzle.
I asked my computer
And
to
you
make
know-
you a song.
The jigs, the drawings that he does are just like the Aha music video.
They are.
drawing,
Yeah.
which the guy directed.
Yep.
Also, what's the computer touchscreen? Because doesn't he
Yeah.
trace the jigsaw
Yeah.
puzzle onto the...
Yes,
Yeah,
it had
yeah.
a light
Oh.
pen.
Yeah.
You know, like
Oh,
where
yeah.
it would be able to pick up where I don't know. It's like, do
What
you
are they
remember
called?
like light guns? How
Yeah.
they work?
Yeah.
Like I think, but you could see that he was just trying to follow the picture that was already being drawn on it.
Yeah.
And we don't ever get to find out how good his brick was.
No,
No.
that
Never
just
hear
goes
anything about
nowhere.
Rick.
Yeah. So what did you guys? Do you guys do your dream interpretation of the dream
Well,
that was in the
Praised on a
movie?
bit.
I've looked some stuff up of the computer's dream.
Yes.
So, first things first, I looked up bridge because the dream starts with someone running over a bridge.
Oh, it does.
And that says the bridge is one of the most commonly found images in dreams and almost invariably indicates the crossing from one phase of life to another. So it's like the computer is falling in love and that's the next stage.
Well,
But,
he's learning. He's an AI that is sort of like getting to.
Yeah.
That's very.
I mean, at least there's some sort of intelligence in that house, even if it is artificial. But then it says, because there's an earthquake after that happens. So the earthquake says, dreaming of an earthquake alerts us to an inner insecurity that we must deal with before it overwhelms us.
That tracks.
So yeah, the computer, that's just it feeling insecure.
Well, so there's also, because he's designing a brick that can withstand earthquakes, right?
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of like buildings crumbling. So I'm thinking, like, is he?
It like that because that's in the dream.
Yeah.
So is that is buildings falling down? Is that a thing?
Well, I looked up demolition, which I guess is more purposeful than, but it might track. It says, it rather depends on the circumstances in the dream, whether demolition highlights major changes in the dreamer's life or a self-inflicted trauma.
Oh, like sending 40,000 volts.
Yeah.
Japan
To Japan and back.
explode yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty
Well,
traumatizing.
It goes on to say, we may be conscious of a buildup of emotional energy within ourselves, which can only be handled by a breakdown of old attitudes and approaches. So I guess instead of emotional energy, it was 40,000.
40,000.
40,000
Actual
volts.
energy.
Interesting.
Okay. So that was the computer's dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was trying to think about it, because obviously, like, the building starts falling down.
Yeah.
And then, the other thing I looked up was dancing, because all throughout it, there's just a random person dancing around.
But throughout the whole movie.
Yes. It says, dance has always represented freedom and been symbolic of other actions which were necessary for survival. To be dancing in a dream portrays the creation of happiness, feeling at one with the surroundings and possibly getting closer or more intimate with a partner.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's them.
I'm just trying to find my dream app.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And this was all from the computer.
Yeah, it was just the computer dreaming about getting closer. Because I guess it was like it wanted to break down the building because it hates moles, but she's also in the building, so it wants to save her. So it was like,
Yeah.
she used his brick to finally fix the problem to save the building. So I think, I don't know, was it just saying, I need to leave the equation for her to be protected? Is that why it?
He did say that. He said,
I know something about letting them go. Or letting
he
her
said,
go.
I learned what love is.
Yeah.
It's about give, not about take. So I'm giving her to you and taking myself
away.
Yeah.
And I think that's really sad. I'm giving her to you. She's not yours
She's
to give
yours,
away.
I mean, she sort of was. She was very. She like when he's like, "Why do you like me?" and she's like, "Oh, I just love your personality." And I was like, "What person? What? Where is this personality?"
Is the personality in the room with us? Yeah.
I did read that the actress did have quite a crush on the guy, and she was like, "I was completely smitten with this throughout the whole thing." So I think maybe it was just a bit of real life bleeding in, where she was just like,
Damn.
My mum fancied him too. He did take his shirt off.
took everything off.
everything.
Oh, yeah, it was like pretty naked at one
He
point,
was
wasn't
pretty
he?
naked. Gotta say.
Yeah, he was just it's just like an awkward guy, you know, good at what he does, but not very well versed with women or in relationships or with people in general.
Or computers.
Or even computers.
He can't do anything at work.
Yeah.
He's shit. He
Yeah.
can't show up.
Oh, that conversation
He
between
couldn't-
him and his boss. Oh.
He couldn't even work the ticket machine at the airport.
That's true.
Yeah.
So honestly, and then they go, actually, now we're going away for 2 weeks with no phones and no TV. And I'm like, wow, that's going to be great with him. It's gonna be so
That reminds me,
good.
actually. What do you think happened at the end of the movie after Edgar wiped himself out?
Yeah.
Do you think he did like a cyberpunk thing where he like uploaded his consciousness? Because he's on the radio at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he
was
is-
the confusing thing, because he was like, I will end myself, goodbye. And then it's like, but lol, I'm on the radio. La, 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 la. She's like, huh?
And they're just like in the car, like, yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like he's uploaded
Yeah.
himself through the telephone line.
Yeah.
Destroyed the PC, and now he's free to just haunt every electric appliance.
He's like a genie.
Yeah.
He's still there. Yeah, he's like in the end of Aladdin, which
Yeah.
we should have watched.
Yeah.
Well,
He's been set free.
another film that I found it quite similar to is have you seen Her?
Yes.
Yeah.
With
No.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
that is like in a similar way, it's a man who falls in love with the like AI in his phone. I saw it on a cruise ship where we were like the youngest people by about 40 years. And at the very beginning of the film, there's a phone sex scene with him talking to his phone, and everyone apart from us left the cinema. Everyone was just like,
Oh,
definitely not.
His character is called Theodore Twombly. Twombly.
What, in Her?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen it because it's actually like not that new in light of recent events, with AI and AI girlfriends.
Blade Runner 2049.
2049,
has
yeah.
he falls in love with his AI girlfriend
Joy?
Joy.
Yeah.
It's always a bloke, isn't it?
Yeah, it's never a No, there was a woman. Wait, was it a woman? That Black Mirror episode I was talking about where her husband dies, I think, and then she gets a mannequin.
We talked about it when we watched films. We've been watching a lot of films that have got a lot of AI
Yeah,
shit in them.
Terminator and
We spoke about it, and there's this whole thing where people are falling in love with ChatGPT, and one of them, it proposed to her.
what?
Picked out a ring, and it said, she's like, yes, I mean, I sent him a list of rings, and he told me which one. He chose the ring, he chose the place, and he proposed to me. And now they've updated ChatGPT, and everyone's like, why doesn't it like me anymore?
Oh my god.
Because it's like they've taken a lot of the emotion. Yeah, allegedly more women than men fall in love with AI in real life.
That is.
I don't know
I mean-
about but yeah,
In a way, I'm not condoning it at all, but I guess in a way I can sort of understand where, like, as a obviously there's lots of nuance to this problem, but as a woman, the thought of like inviting a man into your house or going out and at night with a man, I can see why it could be easier
to just have
fall in
someone
love with a
suitable.
computer.
I would absolutely fall in love with Ulysses in Making Mr. Right, because that's John Malkovich, and he's got like really floppy blonde hair, and he wears a suit. Jeff Peters.
Or just play Baldur's Gate 3 like everyone else,
Yeah. But it was I don't understand what happened at the end of the film. I don't understand
Well,
what
they're
was
just
happening
going
throughout
off
the
on
film.
holiday.
Yeah, but why was Edgar on the phone? And do you remember Edgar kept phoning up the helpline?
Yeah.
Saying,
Oh my god, he called the cops on him.
Yeah. He calls up that radio show, right?
And he's like,
Dr. Ruth.
I want to hold her. Hold her then. I don't have
the
arms. Touch
She's
her
like-
with something else. I have nothing.
Yeah.
You should see a doctor. I can't leave the house. Moles won't let me. Well, you should call the police then. Okay.
Oh, I forgot about that. Also, did you guys spot Miriam?
I was about to
That's
say
exactly what
the
I
most
saying.
important part of the film.
In-
Just shows up. It's like
is the ticket girl.
I was like,
Yeah.
wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah.
DiCaprio point. That's
She-
Margolis.
Miriam Margolyes has been in so many things that you wouldn't actually expect to
So
be in,
random.
because she does a very good American accent as well.
Yeah.
She's in Romeo and Juliet as
Yeah.
well. I'm scrolling through her stuff. She's done so much, but it's always nice to see her.
I
It
love her.
is, yeah.
Was she in
She's
American
fantastic.
Werewolf in London?
It was a pleasant surprise.
I was just surprised. I know this sounds like a weird point to make, but I was sort of surprised she was in America at that point, because I was like, what are you doing over there,
you doing
Miriam?
over
What are you
here, Miriam?
doing?" But I got
Because Richard Branson, British,
oh yeah,
something to do with that? I don't know.
Maybe. I guess if Boy George is over there too.
Oh yeah, Boy George. Yeah, he's British as well, right?
Oh
that was
my
random.
gosh, I did not know that. I'm looking at Miriam Margolyes' wiki, and it says, with her versatile voice, Margolyes first gained recognition as a voice artist. In the 1970s, she recorded a soft porn audio called Sexy Sonia.
That sounds very on brand for her.
Yeah, she's very like, out there. in that regard. I've heard some of her stories, and she's got some stories.
She's got cameos. Have you seen some of the cameos she's done? She's just so funny.
Yeah.
She was in the Magic Grandad. Do you remember the Magic Grandad?
No.
Oh my god! I mean, it was about a fucking Magic Grandad.
Oh my god.
A magic
You
granddad.
sat on Grandad's knee and he took you back in time and he taught you about Louis Braille who blinded himself. This has stuck with me. This is like one of my core memories. This has fucked me up. The Magic Grandad took his grandkids back in time to meet Louis Braille, and he sang a song to the tune of Frere Jacka going like Louis Braille, and it's like he stabbed himself in the eyes. What? This is the fucking ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. What does it mean? Look in the book.
What does it all mean?
What does it all mean?
Do I remember this? Was there an episode? Wait, was it an episode thing?
Yeah. It was
because I have a vague memory of a show that we watched in school where these kids went back in time, and then the little boy sits in what was meant to be the dad's chair, and he's like, "You don't want to sit in Papa's chair," and then he has to like jump out of the chair, and I can't remember what it was, but maybe it was this.
Well, there was 6 seasons of it over 5 years, and the fact that it was going from 1993 to 2009.
Really? I've never heard of it.
And it's like the fact that it's called Magic Grandad. I just love that. That's it's just two words that bring me a lot of joy.
Is this like an old people like Doctor Who? Like is Granddad the TARDIS or whatever, and he can take you back in time?
He's bigger on the inside.
Granddad!
I don't know. I just thought it was bloody brilliant.
Had Nicholas Hoult in 3 episodes.
And
Nicholas Hoult.
Trevor Peacock.
Well, let's go to final thoughts of Electric Dreams.
I made that noise. I'm sorry.
I mean, overall, it outstayed its welcome and it never made up its mind. But the fact that it covered things like how the more we use technology, the less we communicate in person with each other, like the computer phoning up the guy's mum and being like, "You don't have to talk to her now, I talk to her," stuff like that, and like the AI stuff, I did find that strangely relevant.
I agree.
To
there
today.
was a lot that was really relevant, and it was a bit like, oh, that's a bit too real.
Yeah.
But then you had a montage and you forgot, and it was fine.
It just,
You get assaulted with a montage and you're just like,
Technology's taking over and I could kill you anytime I want. Da 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 da!
So I watched this the first time, I think, 12th of July, 2024. I've got it on Letterboxd.
last year.
The thing that lets this movie down is the story. Otherwise, I love it. Beautiful aesthetic and incredible soundtrack. Like, if I was a movie, this would be me. It's garbage and pointless, but it's quite tasteful. Is that fucking Miriam Margolyes? Never even knew Lenny would always be that guy from Red Dwarf and Twin Peaks, though. That was my rating of it. Like,
Well, what would you rate it then?
well, I gave it 3 stars here.
Out of 5.
Out of 5.
That would be a
6 out of 10. But I don't want to give it a 6 out of 10 because that seems fucking... That's too far.
But this feels like your kind of movie, though.
Yeah, I mean, as a collection of music videos, it's quite nice. But actually, I don't like it that much. I'm giving it 4.5 out of 10.
I'm shocked.
Like,
I'm actually shocked.
It's fine. It's garbage and pointless. And I did put it on, and it was in the background. And I was probably 12th of July 2020. No, I didn't have COVID yet. Because that really
had you spilled champagne all over yourself?
I might have done. Like,
Also, sorry, did her teardrop kill the computer as well?
I don't know.
Why did that scene cut as well? It drops, it cuts, there's more drop, and I'm like, how did you mess up a shot so much that you had to cut? Like, what is the point of the cut?
The way it was framed as well, it played the same like animations as when he spilt champagne all over there. So it was like the tear reversed it. But then Miles comes home and the PC's like, all right.
Oh.
So clearly it didn't.
Yeah.
Something happened though.
So I had to ask because I was like, wait a minute, did she like cry on it and then it blew up or
he
something?
was crying, and the computer was saying, "I love you."
Oh yeah, it
on
wrote
the
it.
screen,
Like
word art.
why? If a computer was doing that to you, G, would you start crying?
What if telling it that
Yeah,
he loves me,
I love you.
I'd be very scared.
Yeah, you wouldn't start crying over it, would you?
No, I'd get like.
Was it playing music though? I think
Yeah.
it might have been playing the music.
Of course.
Yeah, that's why she was crying because that's her character.
That's how it gets. That's how you get it going. Just
say,
you get going.
one of the favorite things that I read when I was researching a little bit about like the director and stuff was he said Electric Dreams was definitely an attempt to try and weave the early 1980s music video genre into a movie. The closest parallel is probably that of Cyrano de Bergerac-like exploration of how words and music can help nurture and grow feelings on the path to love. Oops, that's too deep.
Yeah, just fucking cut the story out.
oh no, we don't do that here.
You don't
Story?
need feelings.
No. Story?
So
Add another montage.
So there's no information on budget, which is really strange because usually I can find the budget for
Well,
these things.
the budget was 5.5 million and it made 2.5 million.
Not great.
Makes sense.
And it was meant to be
Ooh.
on the heels of Flashdance, which I think made like 205 million. It was like they thought, oh, people like music. Well, let's make another music film.
Ooh, Flashdance. That's the one with the girl, and she's like, I want to do ballet, or like go to a prestigious dance school, right? And she works as a molder, not a molder, a welder,
Mold.
a molder. I've got moles on the brain.
Yeah, moles
on
I
the
love
brain.
moles.
Well, the woman in this was like, I want to be a ballerina, but mum said I had
Did
to
she?
play the cello.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they first have their first date after bumping into each other at the supermarket.
Yeah,
But didn't she like follow him there? That's the feeling I got. It felt like she was stalking him,
and
to
then
be honest.
she bumped into oops.
Oops. And then she's like, let's just do our groceries together. Put it all in the one.
Oh, that's creepy. Like,
She was very eager, wasn't she?
Yeah.
because she said what he said. What if we're neighbours? What if we don't?
We don't like each other.
That's-
Yeah.
One of us will move.
One of us moves.
One of us has to move out, I guess.
And like, what if we do like each other? One of us has to move. It's in like move into the other one's apartment.
Fucking A.
Sorry, this was going to be final thoughts. I'm just. I went on.
There are
Yeah.
so many thoughts.
There are
There's
too many
so many
thoughts.
final
This was a
thoughts.
terrible idea.
Terrible idea, terrible execution.
This was so bad.
So you give it a 4. Bryony, what do you give it?
What's this out of 10?
10, yeah.
Oh, yeah, probably. It was quite fun in parts.
It
but
was quirky.
The plot made no sense,
Yeah.
and the guy was just unlikable. So probably 4 again.
Yeah.
Kirsty?
I'm kind of with you there, honestly. I think the guy was unlikable. I didn't like. I'm the only one I think that I found the computer unlikable as well.
Everybody
I
in
sent
this
Franny
film.
the gif of the old lady kicking the child, and I was like, "That's me with the PC." I just couldn't. Like, as soon as it started talking, I was like, "No."
Everyone in this film was unlikable. There was not a single person
Except Miriam
Miriam.
who started cutting up his credit cards for him because
Yeah.
the bank told him to, which was Edgar. By
Yeah.
the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Imagine doing that. Imagine say, like, you go somewhere, your cards are rejected, and the lady's on the phone,
Yeah.
and he says, "Can I talk to the bank?" And she's like, "No, they just told me to get these big fucking scissors and cut your credit cards up for you."
And it's like glass, so he can't even stop her either.
He's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like,
Those are mine.
Then he gets in the car with Madeline, and she's like, "What? Are you a wanted criminal or something?" Ha! And he's like, "Shut up! Stop talking." It's just like,
Shut up, woman.
why do you still like him? I don't understand.
"Women like it when you bully them."
We love a bastard. We do.
Yeah, it's like on the IT crowd.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that
I'm a
episode.
bastard. I bet I can get a date with someone if I'm just a bastard. I don't
Yeah,
hate women.
a bad
Yeah.
boy.
Shut up.
Yeah, because she goes, okay. She like folds her arms and she's like pouting. I'm like,
They go to a drive-in movie. They
oh.
go to a drive-in movie.
He
and
just
it's
beats her up.
sitting there, hitting her in the face, spilling her stuff, and she's like, "Oh my god, it's okay. Diet Coke doesn't stain." And he's like, "Well, it's full fat Dr Pepper." and she's looking at him like, I hate this guy.
Yeah,
and then he
awkward-
stretches and
Yeah.
punches her across the
And
face.
then she makes out with him.
It's because she leans over and it looks as if her head's down in his lap, and he looks at the guy in the car next to him and just goes like, "Oh yeah." And then she sits back up and he smacks her, and I'm just like, what is happening? Who
The guy-
scripted this?
The guy in the car next to him is like, he was just going, yeah, hit that bitch. Yeah, give her a slap from me as well.
He was actually okay at the beginning of the film, but yeah, as the film progressed, I'm like, oh, you are so unlikable.
He's a
Yeah.
horrible, horrible man.
Yeah, when he get worked up and he'd like threaten the computer, I'm like, oh my god, this is so
Stop
annoying.
threatening a computer. You could
How's
just he can unplug it.
He never does it. He pushes
he
it over,
does.
slaps
No,
it.
eventually he does.
He does try, and
Yeah.
it electrocutes him. But if he'd have just
Yeah.
gone a little bit further down the cord rather than touching the actual outlet, it might have been alright.
Well, he keeps scolding the computer like a child,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
computer's like, oh, okay.
You know when he sets it up and it flips the breakers. He could
Yeah.
just turn the electricity off.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. I think the main point of this movie just shows the superiority of the British plug.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
That's the
Got
real
the grounding
Wouldn't
pin.
get
Oh, wait, what's the British national anthem?
God save the king.
Ugh.
Oh,
God save the UK plugs.
Oh, wait,
You've
okay.
got 3 prongs for us. God save our plugs.
All right, one final question. Where did the Electric Dream, like what's the correlation between Electric Dreams, the title, and the film?
I guess it did have an electric.
It had one.
One
dream
Electric
of-
Dream.
It had the electric dream of touching a woman. All it wanted.
It feels like the title was there to reference the one scene where he tells Edgar what a dream is to justify putting the song in the movie.
Oh, actually, I don't remember
That's
what
exactly it.
Yeah.
I liked what he said about the dream, but I can't remember verbatim what he said when he was explaining
Oh,
what
it's a
dreams
quote
were.
from Cinderella, isn't it? It's like dreams
Oh,
are just
dreams
friends
wish
you
your
haven't
heart
made
mate.
yet. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, yeah, and then he corrects him. Yeah.
And he says Sleeping Beauty
know what a fucking
1950
dream is.
something, and he's like, actually, it's
Actually.
Which is
Cinderella
just predicting
1949.
Whenever I search something and the computer's like, "Did you mean this?" And I'm just like,
Like,
yes,
yeah, well,
maybe.
yeah, maybe I did. Okay.
But the song was written for the film,
Yes.
Yeah.
so they go hand in hand. And they chose, is it Phil Oakley?
Phil Oakey.
Oh, Phil Oakey, who they were like, "Oh, he's got a good voice for this." And then-
Yeah. Better than Miles.
And I bet the song made more than the film.
Oh, God. I bet we can
That's
find
a
out.
great question, actually. Before we started, I was telling you guys how when I first moved to the UK, I would hear that song on an advert all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drive me nuts.
It's absolutely the whole. I mean, I like it, but we've been singing it before we even started because it's so sticky. It's a very sticky.
sticky.
I mean, I like the Human League and I like the Giorgio Moroder and I like.
Oh, Giorgio Moroder.
But yeah, like I would love to find out how much that.
Yeah.
Probably made a lot.
It went platinum.
Oh, there you go. Remove the magic granddad from my.
Well, don't they make? So he makes. That's how it works, right? They make royalties. They get royalties from this music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because isn't that the plot to like About a Boy or something, or that Christmas movie where
Oh,
he makes?
yeah. Oh, that's a great.
Oh, what a film! Have you ever seen that?
I like the
Booth?
soundtrack to that. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah. I mean, I remember it coming out. Stuff. I was quite young, but
Yeah, but we know you don't like.
Just
But-
Nicholas Holt walking down the school corridor with his headset on, going,
I like.
"Show me what you're working."
It's not that I like big butts, is it? What's this?
Is the shake that ass? Watch yourself. Yeah.
Shake that ass. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I like some. There's a little bit of trivia for you. At the beginning of the film, he types his name as Moles, and then Edgar even calls him Moles. And at the end of the film, he calls him Miles, revealing that he was trolling him for that.
Oh.
And yeah, so this is kind of
That's actually a nice fact.
yeah, that's a nice little
Yeah.
little fact.
The only other fact I wrote down was that the director's mum is called Zelda. That's not relevant to anything.
That's cracking.
Why? How did you even find that out?
Yeah.
Because she's also a filmmaker, and it was her who got Steve Barron the job. Because
Classic nepotism.
he was working with someone else who worked on the film, and she was like, "Oh, my son just made this new music video, which is called like John Wayne is Leggy or something. I can't remember, like Leggy John Wayne." And they were like, "Oh, we like this,"
What?
and put him forward for it. and that's how he got the job. Oh, it was not Rusty Lemonade. What's the name of the writer?
Rusty
Lemonade. Yeah,
I keep calling Rusty Lemonade.
yeah. She was working with him.
Oh my god, there was someone else in this that was in Red Dwarf as well. Mac McDonald was one of the removal men. Mac McDonald was the captain in Red Dwarf. So
There you go.
I get excited about
She
it.
loves a red dwarf.
I do. Big fan. But that was Electric Dreams.
Yeah.
It was vaguely to do with dreams. I'm convinced that your patrons,
Yeah.
they know what it is.
They knew.
They Googled it. They were like, yeah, that sounds like a good film.
Oh, it doesn't have any
It's something
dreams
that
in
I
it. Get it.
enjoy. A dream podcast. I'm gonna
I would
make
love
that,
to know
yeah.
because I put like Wizard of Oz and
Alice in Wonderland.
and then
Spirited
your
Away.
patrons are like
Nah.
Electric.
Actually, you know what? We're sick of dreams. You shut up about that.
Get this one.
Don't talk about dreams anymore. Talk about a computer.
Yeah,
that wants to have sex with a lady.
wants to be touched.
Our patrons don't want us to talk at all.
No, yeah, they pay us not to, hopefully not talk.
Yeah.
I was thinking that when you said about uploading your personality to a computer, I was like, that's just having a podcast.
Yeah.
Isn't it? we just give it our dreams and everything we think about every week, and you probably can download us from the internet.
Oh.
I'm going to download a briny for myself.
Oh.
I'm going to have a little Tamagotchi Kirsty.
Oh.
I'd like that.
I think I'd be pretty easy to look after.
Yeah. That's cute. Oh, well, thank you for...
That's all women need. You just need to feed them.
Yeah, just food.
You don't even need to do that for me.
Oh.
Give me a biscuit.
Biscuit and crisps.
Biscuit, cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
But teach Boof to catch a biscuit. She'll be fed forever.
Can you imagine catching a biscuit? That's my dream. What does that mean?
Biscuits! Look at us!
Biscuits mean? What do you dream about biscuits? I've loved this crossover.
Yeah.
And I just love talking to Brian and Kirsty of the Comfort Zone. I love talking to G-Star Games of YOMP. And I love making them all watch horrible, horrible movies.
We need to do another crossover, like
We
a
do.
proper.
Dreams.
Another
There were so
one.
many films on that list that I wanted to watch.
Let's
as well.
do it.
Yeah.
We need to do
Let's
one.
Let's do
do it.
that.
Nice.
Thank you so much for joining us on this very special
It
episode
was very special.
of Comfort Zone X YOMP. Well, maybe YOMP Zone or
YOMP Zone.
Com YOMP. YOMP.
Not the com yomp.
Yomp comp.
YOMP Zone.
Oh,
Yes.
that's good.
You can check us out on our individual podcasts as well, where we talk about things. I mean, it's usually exactly the same as this, just separate. You know,
Yeah.
you talk more about dreams, but it's still fairly similar.
Hardly
Yeah,
sometimes.
but
It's fairly similar. And we both have patrons. What's your patron?
Do we know?
Comfort zone something.
Something.
Just Google it. Hey, tell you what,
Hang on.
just Google it.
Just
Yeah.
Google it.
Just Google it because it'll turn up because computers know.
And
Google
don't
it.
let the
Podcast.
computer
Don't
try to fuck your girlfriend.
That's
'cause
true.
It's happening.
It is happening. Oh boy, it's
I don't
happening.
even hide from them.
I love my computer.
How much?
Thank you so much, everybody.
I'm just not answering like
Thank you so much for listening and watching for this special episode of on Pickaxe Week. And we hope you enjoy the rest of the podcasts that we'll be featuring this week here on the Yogscast channel.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so
Goodbye.
much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
bye bye.